Hi, you guys. Happy Monday. I hope you had a great weekend. It was kind of cold. I was a little bit cold this weekend. Hopefully, it didn't snow where you were, right? Oh, no more snow. It's springtime. Okay, so today we're going to talk about a feeling. And you know how much I love to talk about feelings, right? And it is a popular feeling right now among kids and among adults. In fact, I was a little bit of this weekend actually. And that is the feeling bored. Anyone feel bored right now? I do. And it's an uncomfortable feeling, isn't it? Now, I don't really like to feel bored. It makes me kind of frustrated. I would say more like annoyed also. It makes me a little bit sad sometimes and even a little bit lonely, right? Because some of the reason why I'm bored right now is that I'm not able to really connect with my family or my friends outside of my own immediate family. Right? And I've been hearing a lot of kids say they're bored. They're bored because there isn't much happening, right? Well, I have some good news for you. Being bored is really important. Really important to us, it turns out. In fact, I've been reading a lot of research about the importance of feeling bored. And in fact, it does a lot for us. And I'm going to tell you what that is, so that the next time you get bored, instead of thinking, this is awful, I feel bored, maybe you'll think, wait, this is an opportunity. This is a good thing because it helps me do the following things. All right. The first thing being bored does is it helps you develop your imagination, people. It gives you an opportunity to be creative. We, a lot of times, don't have this opportunity. In fact, a lot of our day is like super scheduled, right? Who here before COVID-19 had a super scheduled life? You get up, you go to school, your school day is really scheduled, right? And then you come home and maybe you have sports or you have other activities or play dates or whatever, homework. There isn't a lot of time to just hang out and be creative and be imaginative. So being bored is an opportunity for you to develop your imagination and your creativity. And in life, that's really important. You have to be creative, right? If you want things to happen for you. So that's a good thing. It helps us practice imagination, right? Next thing it does is it makes us more resilient. Gives us grit, right? It makes us stronger. When we're bored, it's uncomfortable. And when we sit with that discomfort and we learn to problem solve, anytime we're problem solving for ourselves, we're building resilience, which means we're stronger people. We can handle a little bored because we're resilient. We can problem solve. We can say, I'm bored. What do I do now? And you can double that with using your imagination, right? The other thing it does is it builds your confidence. I know, right? I was kind of surprised by that too. But it actually does. It builds your confidence. I hope this isn't backwards for you. I'll check that out. But it says confidence. Because when you actually are bored and then you solve that problem by doing something creative and cool that maybe you hadn't thought about doing and you do it all on your own and you don't have any help from mom or dad or anyone else, you build confidence in yourself. And that's a really important feeling, right? We all need to feel confident in ourselves. It also helps with your mental health. We've talked a lot about our physical health, right? In school, we talk about that all the time, but we also have to pay attention to our mental health, right? Our mental health is how's our brains doing? How are our thoughts? Are they positive? Do I feel good about myself, right? So when we are bored, we're kind of alone with our own thoughts, right? Have you ever been a little bit bored and you just are kind of thinking, right? Well, when you're thinking, guess what? You get to know yourself. You get to kind of know what it is you think about, what you believe is important, right? You really get to understand yourself. So being bored is an opportunity to get to know yourself and build mental health. I know, right? Who knew? And finally, which I think is so true, it actually makes us happier in the end. Isn't that surprising? But it does. It makes us happier because, think about it. What things do you remember when you're bored and you've had to figure something really cool out to do, like that's super creative? Maybe you drew this super cool, town, or you wrote a really cool story all on your own. Or for me, when I was bored when I was a kid, my mom, it was kind of different times, would just say, go outside. And I lived in the country. So I lived on a farm with lots of woods around me, and there was like this cool creek. So I would meet my friends. We didn't bring any toys. We spent the entire day in the forest near a creek, creating this whole pioneer world, which I remember to this day, one of my happiest memories. So when you're bored and you get creative and you get imaginative, those are the happy memories you're going to have as an adult when you're looking back on your childhood. And it's going to make you wicked happy in the moment. So the next time you feel bored, which is probably going to be this afternoon, don't be afraid of it. Bored is good, people. It's really good. Talk to you later.